Hi, this video is to explain how to do a DBA in this course and what to do for the collaboration component. Now, this course is different than many of the courses here in FLVS. The the process is different. So let me go to the assessments page, and now is where you will deal with one of these two assignments. When you're ready for a DBA, if you don't know what a DBA is, if you're new to FLVS, that's just where you and the teacher go over what you've learned so far. We make sure that you are ready to take the test, that you're going to do well in the test. So we just want to ask you a few questions and see what you know, basically, from what you've taken from the module that you're getting ready to take a test on. And then at the end of that conversation, you get a password for the test because they're all locked. So to do a DBA, you need to have the chapter done, like all the assignments, and then you would be at 107 if you were starting with chapter 1 here. So when you open up 107, it's completely blank. There's nothing here. And if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a place to add files. So we're going to be using that in a second here. Now, if you've taken other classes with us, you will probably submit that assignment after you speak to your teacher. This class is not like that. You will actually do some work first for that assignment. So when you get to 107, or if you're a segment 2 student and you're not taking segment 1 and you're just doing segment 2, either way, whenever you get to that first DBA assignment, what you do is go to the lesson. In this case, I'm going to go to 107 because that's the first DBA in chapter 1. Go to the 107 lesson, and you're going to find two options here. Now, it doesn't matter which option you pick, to be honest, at this step, because either way, the directions look fairly similar. And the important thing right here is that you click on these words right here, the link to the assigned problems. The DBAs in this course are actually assignments, which is not like any other course. There are 5 questions to answer here, and you would write these out on paper and turn them in to that 107 assignment. So you would do them yourself, like this is an assignment like any other assignment in the course. It's kind of like how you would submit work for the exam, except you actually go right to the 107 assignment and attach the file here. So when I was at the 107 assignment a minute ago and I scrolled down to the bottom and I said that you can add a file, that is where you put your work for the 107 assignment. And if you're doing Module 2 DBA, that assignment would be 206. Module 3 is 308, 408. I think the next one's 507. Forgetting the next one. So anyway, so when you're ready for a DBA, you actually go to the lesson of the DBA. Here, I'll go to chapter 6 this time. Go to the DBA lesson, 604. Option 1, option 2. I'll click on option 2 this time so you see same directions for the most part. You click on those assigned problems. 5 questions will pop up. You do those problems and turn the work in directly to that lesson, that assignment. So in this case, this would be 604. Okay, so now let's talk about what the two options are, because that is what these two assignments are for. The segment 1 discussion-based assessment component, the segment 1 collaboration component, and you also have these for segment 2 as well. There's one each. So you'll actually turn those assignments in more than once, because if you're an AB or an honors student, you have 4 chapters in the first semester. So you're going to do 4 DBAs, and that means you're going to turn these assignments in combined a total number of 4 times. The first option, and this is option 1 when you go to the lesson, is to do the DBA with your teacher, a traditional DBA on the phone. Some teachers do them online. Either way, this is when you talk to the teacher directly. You get the password from the teacher. When you're done, you'll turn in this assignment and your teacher will tell you what to do here. Like you either turn in like a summary of what you talked about. If you do them online, you'll probably save the work and attach the file. So it's up to the teacher how they go about this part. And you'll do that every single time you talk to your teacher. So once you submit it once, it actually disappears from this list. So you'll have to submit it from your gradebook the next time. It's like resetting and resubmitting an assignment. Once you submit this, it'll disappear from your list. So when you go to do the Module 2 DBA, assuming that you choose the traditional route again, which is option 1, then you'll go to your gradebook open up the assignment from your grade book and then just add more stuff to it. Like the next time you talk, you'll put the date and what you talked about. Okay, that's option 1. Option 2 is the collaboration component. Now this is also blank. It's the same thing. This is where you attend a module review session. So you actually have a choice here to attend a module review session or do a traditional DBA with your teacher. So you have to do like both of them at least once, but once you get to a DBA, you can choose your option. You can choose option 1 here or option 2 here. Now, a module review session, I need to go to the home page to show you that. The button is yellow, looks like this, and this schedule changes every month, and these are review sessions for each module. If you attend a Module 5 review session, then you can get the Module 5 password, test password. You'll still need to contact your teacher because if you've never been to a review session before, it's a Blackboard Collaborate session, which is a web conferencing program. It's where you and other students who are also doing Module 5 or whatever module you pick are there together in a room with a teacher. The teacher talks, goes over, problems and concepts. You participate as well by talking through the computer or typing in the chat box or typing on the slide. And you work with other students, you work with the teacher in a group, or maybe with just a partner, another student. Just depends on which one you go to, who the teacher is. And when you're all finished, you save the work as a PDF file, and then you go back to the assessments, click on the collaboration component and attach that file there. And then you can put in the comments, I attended the Module 5 review session on so-and-so date. You just kind of type in a comment, but you have that file that you attached that shows that you were at the review session and that you participated. And then at that point, once you've submitted that, you can contact your teacher and tell them you went to this review session, you're ready for the test password, and then the teacher will get back to you and you guys will have like a follow-up call, real short and sweet. It's not like the traditional DBA. You'll probably just talk about what you did at the review session. Okay, so that's option 2. So quick recap. When you get to a DBA, this is the most important part. When you actually get ready to take a test and you're at the DBA, the tests require a password. To get the password, there are 2 things to do. One is to do those assigned problems, regardless of if you go to a review session or if you do the traditional DBA. You go straight to the lesson of the module that you are doing, and you choose the DBA assignment and click on either one of these, it doesn't matter which one, and open up those assigned problems, do those problems, show the work, and attach them directly to the DBA assignment. I just did Module 3. This is 308, so the answers to those 5 questions are going to go into the 308 assignment. And then at that point, you contact your teacher if you want to do option 1 and do a traditional DBA, or you go to the home page, you find the next time that Module 3 or whatever module you're doing is offered, and you plan to attend that session. Now this is August. We're still in the summer schedule. In the evening, like when school starts, we usually have only evenings because we know that you can't attend them at 11 a.m. So this will be outdated when you actually watch this video. But that's your options. Option 1, option 2 is how you get a password. But for every DBA, you will always do those assigned problems and turn them directly into the DBA assignment. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If you have questions, contact your teacher. Thanks.